Hello everyone. I'm not new to YouTube, but I'm new to this channel, which is specifically for my non-Malayalam audience. In today's video, I'm going to talk about Akira Kurosawa's filmography. So let's get started. Akira Kurosawa is mostly famous for his Jidaigeki genre or samurai films. Among them, his most celebrated movie is Seven Samurai. However, I personally prefer Ran, which he made with Tatsuya Nakata, even more. There are several other great films in this category. He created standalone films based on the character Sanjuro, forming a series with Yojimbo and Sanjuro. Fun fact, Yojimbo was later unofficially adapted by Sergio Leone as F.S. World of Dollars. Other films I really like in this samurai catalog are Throne of Blood and Kagemusha. While I felt Rashomon and the Hidden Fortress are watchable, they aren't my absolute favorites. While my top two favorite films fall into the samurai category, my next favorite choices are two movies from the Neo-Noir genre, High and Low and The Bad Sleep Well. Both are very interesting thrillers. Certain parts of these movies get incredibly dark. For me, The Bad Sleep Well felt the darkest, especially because its ending is deeply haunting. Other films in this space like Drunken Angel and Stray Dog aren't my favorites, but they are watchable. Interestingly, Stray Dog was later adapted in India as Ettu Thottagal and its remake Corona Papers. I genuinely love watching Kurosawa's humanist dramas like No Regrets for Our Youth, Scandal, Ikru, and Dodes'ka-den. As a viewer, Dodes'ka-den is the exact film that built a profound connection between me and Kurosawa as a director. It was a major theatrical failure. Kurosawa was so deeply disappointed and devastated by its flop that he even attempted suicide. It took him a lot of time and trauma to recover from it. When I learned about this, the emotional affection he poured into his movies started feeling incredibly deep to me. Among his other dramas in this mix, One Wonderful Sunday, Ikru, and Redbeard felt more like one-time watchable films to me. In his entire filmography, Kurosawa made only two heavily commercialized films, Seven Samurai and Yojimbo. I could honestly describe these as Japanese mass movies. However, Kurosawa's other samurai films do not share this mainstream style at all. Even Sanjuro, the standalone sequel to Yojimbo, wasn't treated as a standard commercial sequel. Later on, he directed his only Russian language film, Dodes'ka-den, which was based on a true story. He also made Rhapsody in August, a poignant film focusing on how families live through the aftermath of the Nagasaki bombing. And then there is Dreams, an anthology film containing 8 distinct stories based entirely on real dreams he had. It stands out as an incredible, unique, and different project in his entire filmography. Kurosawa had a strong fondness for Western literature and he frequently made movies based on it. For instance, Ran is a Japanese-style adaptation of William Shakespeare's King Lear. Similarly, Throne of Blood reimagines Macbeth as a samurai film. The Idiot was an adaptation of Fyodor Dostoevsky's novel of the same name, and his 1957 film, The Lower Depths, was a brilliant adaptation of a theatrical play. In my opinion, Kurosawa was a director with exceptional skill when it came to making adaptations. Adapting a story from one culture to another requires immense talent, and it's not an easy thing to pull off. When I talk about Kurosawa, I have to talk about Toshiro Mifune. He was Kurosawa's favorite collaborator, a close personal friend, and the actor who brought his most serious cinematic visions to life. They collaborated on a string of incredible films like Seven Samurai, Yojimbo, The Bad Sleep Well, High and Low, and Scandal. But while filming Redbeard, Kurosawa made Mifune grow out a real beard and a long hair, which meant Mifune couldn't take up any other acting projects for a long time. Meanwhile, Mifune's own production house was suffering heavy financial losses. Because of the fallout from this situation, Kurosawa and Mifune never made a movie together again. While it's a sad fallout, this breakup is the exact reason why Tatsuya Nakata got the chance to play the lead roles in later masterpieces like Kagemusha and Ran. Nakata is a phenomenal actor who previously went toe-to-toe performing alongside Mifune in High and Low and Yojimbo. Yet, if Kurosawa's most favorite actor Toshiro Mifune had still been by his side, Mifune would have likely played the lead roles in Ran and Kagemusha instead of Nakata. So that is all I have to share about the filmography of Akira Kurosawa. I will be back soon with another video. Until then, bye bye guys.